Yo, so wagwan my people, and what's really good? And lately I've been experimenting with sound design and I found a way to use bus channels in a creative way for sound design. With all that being said, let me just show you what I found. So what I've done is I've created an 8-bar phrase and this is what it sounds like. Now I've already gone ahead and created some bus channels with some effects on them. Now each bus channel has got different effects on it to create different textures. Now as I'm going through each bus channel, listen to how the way each one has got its own unique sound. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn down this main volume knob for the phrase that I created. Now have a listen to this. Yeah. So as you see there, how each bus had its own character and its own unique sound, which is perfect for these textures for sound design. I'm going to show you how to do this. Not only that, how to record it within the DAW. So the first thing to do is you need to set up a bus channel, and to do that, come down to the send insert right here, click on it, and then this window will pop up. Then come down to the bus option, and then all these different buses will appear. Now the buses that are empty will just have the number next to it. The buses that are active will have the names of the channel next to it. So as you can see, the 4 channels that I had already set up have got the names next to it. But the ones with just the numbers, these are empty buses. I'm going to click on the empty one, so I'm going to click on bus 13. Now once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is come down to the send volume knob right here, and then hold Option or Alt depending on what keyboard you're using, and left click on it. This will set the volume to 0.0 dBs. Once you've done that, come over to the bus channel, and then you'll see it split into 2, where you've got the option to turn it off, which is on the left hand side. Then on the right hand side, you've got this up and down arrow. Click on the section that's got the up and the down arrow. Now once you do that, you have these options pop up. The default is pulse pan. After that you have pulse fader. After that you have pre-fader. The one that we are after is pre-fader. The reason why you want pre-fader is because the volume knob of the source doesn't have control over the volume knob of the bus channels. This is how I'm able to turn it down, and then I'm still able to have control over each bus channel individually by controlling them with their own faders. Now once you have your bus set up, it's just a matter of just picking some effects and just experimenting. So as you can see, I've already gone ahead and selected some effects. So on this one here, on this channel, I've called it illusions, and that's because I have 2 cymatic illusion VSTs on this channel. So this is the first one and this is the second one. Now this first one I had chosen a preset, and then next I created my own preset on this second illusions VST, where I played around with the delay and then the pitch on 1 and 2. Then I also went into the advanced settings, played around with the character, and then played around with the modulation. Then once I was happy with that, I went and got myself some EQ, and then with this EQ I low cut everything below 450 Hz. This is what this first bus effect sounds like. Now I'll play my original phrase and listen to what it sounds like in comparison to the illusions effects. Now Now you can hear distinctively how different the two are. So on the second bus channel, I've got some sound shifter which is pitched up 12 semitones. Then I've got an EQ. Now this EQ cuts out everything below 600 Hz. Then I've added some distortion. This is Logic's own overdrive distortion plugin, and this is stock settings. Then I've added some Valhalla Uber modulation. Then I've added another sound shifter which is also pitched up again 12 semitones. Then I've added a shaper box. Now the reason for me adding this shaper box was just to add a bit of rhythm. And then lastly, I've added some H delay. Now all these effects that I'm adding, I'm trying to just create a different vibe, a different bounce, and a different texture. I've seen what I can come up with that's quite unique in its own way. Now once I was happy with each bus channel and having its own unique effects on there, I started to record what I was doing. Now the way to do this in Logic that I found was to use a VST called Rolling Sampler, and this is the VST. Now this VST is very similar to Edison in Fruity Loops, and with this Rolling Sampler I used it on the main master channel, so it captures all the audio, so all the changes I'm doing with the bus effects is capturing all that, and then once I finish I can drag it back into the main window onto audio channel and then chop it up and rearrange it and then process it even more. Now this rolling sampler is only $19, so it's quite cheap. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to activate this rolling sampler. I'm going to play around with some of the bus channel volume knobs, and when I'm doing that, this rolling sampler will be able to capture it. Once I've finished, I will then drag it back into Logic Pro X and then chop it up, rearrange it and see what I can create. So now I'll activate it by turning it on. So I'm happy with that. Now that the rolling sampler has captured what I've just done, as you can see right here, I'm going to drag it back into Logic Pro. Now the way to do that is just to click here on the top of this red line where it's got the down arrow and then just drag it back into the door. And it's just that simple. Now I'm going to flick through what the rolling sampler has captured and take different parts and then just rearrange it. So after some experimentation, I've managed to come up with this simple melody right here. Have a listen. Now, as you can see there, it's quite powerful what you can do with these bus channels, and the only thing you are limited by is your imagination. So create these bus channels, experiment with your VSTs and with your plugins, and then you could even go deeper by automating the parameters on each VST. It's just endless, the things that you can do. So get creating these bus channels and see what you can come up with. This is the end of the tutorial, and until next time, peace out.